Hello everyone, I'm Apurva Pandita and I welcome you all to LiveLaw. But before we get into the video, please spare us some time. It would mean a lot to us if you could please like and subscribe to our channel. So let's begin. Well, child marriage is a violation of human rights that affects millions of girls every year. Despite being illegal in many countries, child marriage continues to persist even now. But recently, the Supreme Court directed the Ministry of Women and Child Development to file a status report on the steps taken by Indian government to implement the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act. The bench, comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice P.S. Narasimha and Justice J.B. Pardiwala noted that raising the age of marriage to 21 years as proposed in a pending bill would not address the issue of implementation of the act. Child marriage not only deprives girls of their childhood, but also affects their health, education, and future prospects. Education is the key to breaking the cycle of poverty and child marriage. Well, now the Supreme Court of India has taken notice of this issue and has directed the Ministry of Women and Child Development to file an updated status report on this matter. The bench directed the ministry to provide detailed information on the nature and extent of child marriages across the country, steps taken to implement the provisions of this act, and the policy formulated by the union government to achieve its objectives. Well, this Prohibition Act prohibits the marriage of children below the age of 18 years for girls and below the age of 21 years for boys. It also provides for the appointment of a child marriage prohibition officer in each district who is responsible for preventing child marriages and enforcing the provisions of this act. The Apex Court also highlighted the importance of appointing a child marriage prohibition officer and ensuring their compliance with the provisions of this act. The union government has been asked to engage with state governments to apprise the court on the appointment and the duties of these officers. Well, what is the present scenario now? As of today, what is the legal position of child marriages in India? The validity of child marriages in India. Well, in India, the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act of 2006 was introduced to prohibit child marriages, protect the affected children, and bring justice to those responsible. This act made child marriage a non-bailable, cognizable offence. This means that anyone who violates this law can be arrested without a warrant and bail cannot be granted easily. The law is very strict and it aims to prevent child marriages from happening in the first place. In these kinds of cases, a court can also issue an injunction to prevent the marriage from taking place. And if the marriage is solemnized after the court issues an injunction, the marriage is deemed null and void. This means that the marriage is not legally valid and it will not be recognized by the law. Any rights or obligations that arise from the marriage, such as property rights or maintenance obligations, will not be enforceable. And as of today, it's heartening to see the Supreme Court taking such a proactive stance on this issue. With the matter listed for July 2023, we hope to see concrete steps being taken to end child marriage in India. And that brings us to the end of this video. We really hope that you like our content, and if you do, then do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And for more legal updates, keep watching LiveLaw. Thank you.